Welcome everybody back. If you see that there's kind of an opening right here in the Octus Overlook, I didn't do a good job. I accidentally skipped here and missed a cutscene that you guys weren't able to see of Sarai basically saying, or old Sarai, her name is, what's her name again? Don't remember. But we did a couple levels. We kind of needed to. I don't know if it's gonna come into play, but we got the rest of the Octus Overlook open. All we need is Adol to use Mistletoe to open it up.
This enormous structure is the selection sphere, where the Providence of Evolution dwells.
Ura was her name.
Yes. Go ahead, Adol.
Yeah.
Now that we have that sword.
The final battle lies ahead.
Yes. Into the breach, everyone. At last. Adol, we should... Oh. Another one.
Come on, Adol! Hurry!
What's wrong?
I'll tell you when this is all over.
What in the holy hell is that?
Is that a primordial? It's even bigger than the Okeanos!
That is the Providence of Evolution.
We've come this far. Might as well finish the job.
Let's go, Adol. Everything will be all right.
So if you guys are unaware, the reason I hopped already in here, and you're saying, oh, well, I wanted to complete the map first, is because the last part of the map that you're collecting is inside of this selection sphere. This giant monster is the Providence of Evolution. Oh, that guy was ready to eat that attack. And so the Providence of Evolution is our last enemy. If we want to defy the Lacrimosa, we have to defy the Providence of Evolution itself.
Get out of the way!
We see this guy over here. Do we want to take him on? This final area has a couple of baddies that are ready to challenge us. I already had my final party selected for a while. While I like Hummel and Ricotta and whatnot, they will give you they do give you the option to kind of bring in whatever party you want. It's not selective to just Adol, really. Oh wow, he's actually getting hurt a little bit. So it's not only selective there. But we have a couple more chests that we can get. A strength elixir. I think you can kind of tell what the other items are going to be. We'll do that. Hit him with a beast bone too. Well, not if Adol finishes him off. Ooh, he's dodging me too. These are a couple more enemies. Let's give this guy hell. Might as well. Get a little flash mover, flash guard. I didn't actually mean to do that. Unfortunate. But yes, this is the final area of the game. In terms of defying the Lacrimosa, in order to solve our problems of the primordials becoming more rampant. You see that raid? I did a decent amount of them off screen, honestly. And I can't seem to find where to get the last spirit elixir. If you want to check our completion criteria, we're pretty good. People entries are almost 100%. All these Eternian villages are almost 100%. You'll see how close we're going to get with a lot of these. And I don't really know if I want to go and back and get 100% on all of them because it's just a couple of material collecting. So I'm probably going to leave it semi-incomplete, but I mean, it's going to be at like 95. So unless you're really nitpicky about, oh, it's got to be 100% for a selection for it to be a true completion thing, well, we'll agree to disagree. I'm going to say it's close enough. I'm not skipping these enemies because I did the level grinding off screen. This is the final area where they might want you to do a little more level grinding, but you'll see. Let Hummel talk.
This far, so we just have to do it.
Let's keep this up. Yes, we'll definitely stop the Lacrimosa. Forward march!
And the reason, once we get right up here, we hit a save point, but we have 100% of the map explored. That means we go warp back to Castaway Village to get the last reward. I did want to give that as a little bit of a tease, because for every 10% of the map, Orin gives you an upgrade. And I think he's going to give us a good last thing now that we got 100% on the map.
Oh, great job.
What are you going to give me?
Special one.
The Ares Seal. Plenty about the island now. You have plenty to get done. And now we have a competent map. So now let's take one last look at all of this. Got a lot of the entries logged, a lot of the beast entries logged. This is pretty damn close to finished. But this... Let's go to the adventuring gear to show what it is. We finally have all of these here. I don't think we need the purifying bell anymore. The Ares Seal allows the extra gauge to fill slowly. That's good. That's pretty damn good, especially if you're a player that likes to throw out a lot of arts. It's definitely worth it to have that. Floating shoes we're not going to need anymore. Heal more HP by standing still. Yeah, might as well. And this will be kind of our final setup before we go into the last area of the game. We don't need to climb trees or anything. And let's get a little bit of a rest to refill our extra gauge that we accidentally used. I'm going to say that I got pretty damn close to completing the game. I got all of the upgrades to the village. Save that. Do a final save here. Our final team is going to be Ricotta, Adol, and Loxia going into the final section. And just like that, in the selection sphere, that's going to face this beast of a creature.
Let's go.
You stand before a glowing warp circle. The final battle lays ahead. Make sure you're prepared before you continue on. Hell yeah, I got health potions out my ass. Got all the health potions, dude. If I die with the amount of healing items on there, that is just straight crap. The Providence of Evolution, Theos to Endrogram.
At last, we meet. Let's go, Adol.
Don't give up. Fight on until the very end. Yeah!
This is it. No use being scared, right?
I didn't mean to do that. I was gonna let them finish what they're saying, but I accidentally attacked with that attack. This is Theos to Endrogram, and I'm not gonna lie, even though I don't know why I preface it by saying that so many times. Theos to Endrogram is probably one of my favorite boss fights when it comes down to action RPGs overall in general. One of the things that I first noted was how damn good the music was. And right now I'm getting my ass kicked, but you know, whatever. What's honestly, what's new there? First phase, you're going to start off by fighting these little extensions looking like feathers that are going to be on his body. It's going to be, alright, well, you know what? That's going to be the first heal. If you don't notice the music, it's pretty damn awesome. It's going to have callbacks too. It's going to have callbacks too of the other previous themes that we've heard all throughout the game, especially Donna's theme, and I love that. So we're going to start off as Adel, try to get in some damage while trying to dodge these little spheres. No, let's just go to Ricotta. Save 7%. Knock you out. And once you finish the first phase, you're going to move up. Now we're at the second level. It turns from a selection of a partial sphere into a full sphere. And now we have some gems coming out. It's not going to be an RPG without some gems, people. And now we have the ability to switch our party around. And this is one of the things that I love about this fight. You're not held to one party throughout the entire time. You are able to switch during, and our next enemies are these crystals right here. And if you see, they have some range on them. They're going to be able to go from a far direction and also be able to inflict darkness, which Zahad just got inflicted. And you see that you're going to have these giant sweeping motions of the arm that's also going to be able to hurt you. Once you get these crystals down, they're going to, I don't think they have a desperation attack, but each of them seem to have an element that they're doing. So this guy will be able to burn you. Oh, that one's able to move too. And it looks like the swiping can also inflict darkness. Let's go to Hummel then. I don't want to be dark. It's just not a good status element to have. And it's probably a good idea not to use as many committal moves, but one of the things that I do love about this... Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's just cure darkness at this point. And let's also do this, because you know what? I don't want to deal with that. Where's the nullify status ailments?
All right, let's push through.
This guy keeps running away. He don't got shit. But if you also notice, we're not able to do damage on the Theos to Endrogram right now. We're only able to do parts on these like little selective areas. And he's gonna allow his little cronies to do his dirty work for him. And now we have this crystal that we can now do some damage on. Let's hit him with Hummel's extra attack. But just the way that this boss fight is, it gives a great finale vibe to it. Everything about this fight is just so cool. Again, he's gonna be able to throw out those. He's gonna be able to throw out those wide sweeping attacks. Gonna be able to knock you down, but just like my playing is okay. Well, I forgot about this attack. I definitely forgot about that attack. You should be playing more careful, to be honest. Let's give her a potion. Because I meant to do a lot of this fighting as Donna, Hummel, and Loxia. Or Donna, Loxia, and Adol. Because those are the people who I liked a lot when I played through this game. Focusing a little bit too much at this moment. But this is the second phase. I'm almost at the point. Get the flash move, and this should be GG. Moving on to the third level, getting a little bit smaller of a battlefield. Switch around our party again. I believe we want to make sure that we have a specific person in here. I believe Loxia is going to be very important in this section.
The essence crystal must be the core. Everyone, let's destroy the crystal.
Just like Donna said, this crystal right there, it's going to be a different color based on what it's going to be weak to. It's very important in this section to have to have ways that you can counter the attack. Oh, I forgot about that big time, and I did not get any of the guards that I was supposed to. So, what that means is let's do that. So you were supposed to get a flash move or a flash guard, basically forcing you to use it. On that one, I believe it's Ricotta. What you got? There we go, got the flash guard. So match up with whatever color is showing, then you'll actually have the weak spot. And once you get enough damage, he should fill up and be able to get knocked down. He does, or he is able to cripple certain people on your party. I didn't want to do that. Sometimes when I want to stagger the flash move and the flash guard, it doesn't work out the best. If you do lock onto him, you are able to figure out what he's weak to. So if you lock on here, it'll show that he's weak to Ricotta's element now. This is what I like about switching in between certain areas in the fight, and I love this. So if you have a favorite person... Oh, now it's forcing us to do the flash move or the flash guard. If you have a favorite character in a certain class, whether you like Sahad more or you like Ricotta more, it's basically saying you can use them, but just make sure you know about that. And now we got Adol. Oh, Adol's about to be dead. I did a decent amount of level grinding, but that is very clearly not the case. We got him broken. You get to wail into him, do a lot more damage. And now we have Ricotta, or Loxia. Wait for him to go for a swipe. Oh, that didn't break him. The reason I keep that ability is because it has a really good effect so you can actually break him. And get ready for a big dodge here. Never mind. Just gonna dance away. Yeah. How do you dodge that? I forgot how you dodge that. Well, not as good as any to use my Moon Tears. This is the reason why I stocked up. I forgot a lot about how this fight was going to be going. So it's probably a good thing I did this. So let's go back up here. Is it going to be Loxia still? And Loxia is still the weak point. I did do this on hard mode, so I didn't do it on an easier one. Getting a lot of damage, got the break stun. And I think we should get him really close to being finished here. Weird ass dragon tree thing. Got him with the extra move.
Let's go, Adolf.
Let's go, Donna!
I think this game's soundtrack peaked at that moment. While I loved Sunshine Coastline in the beginning and loved so many other moments before that, that culmination of a final fight against Theos to Endrogram. If you want to look up the song, it's called Theos to Endrogram. First of all, this game has a severely underrated soundtrack. Nihai Falcom did a great job to create the same group of people who make the games Trails of Cold Steel. But my God, that music was fantastic. While I healed one or two more times than I wanted to in that fight, I love every single phase of that boss.
I can barely move a muscle.
Me too. I'm so pushed.
It's quiet. What's happening on the outside?
Yes. Did we actually stop it? Huh? Ah!
What's going on?
An earthquake? Is everyone all right?
Sarai, what's happening?
The Lacrimosa has been thwarted. But the island is vanishing. And the world will soon vanish with it.
Well, shit.
I love that moment from Sahad so much.
Was it a mistake?
Well, shit.
No.
I know, but... everything is turning white.
This isn't over yet, Adol. I won't let everything we've done amount to a mistake.
And that's the end of Chapter 6. The Lacrimosa of the Distant Sea finale.
Are you awake at all? How long do you intend to sleep? Dogi and the others have already begun to load the ship. What on earth are you talking about? At any rate, we're preparing to leave the island in a week's time. You should get up and start helping the others. Donna, who's that? None of the castaways go by that name. Adol, are you not feeling well? Perhaps you should continue to rest for today.
No.
I see. Then I will excuse myself. Try not to push yourself too hard today.
Trust me, I got my takes on it. Before Mistletoe was obtained, before we saved all the Psyches in the Octus Overlook, which we can't travel to now. We finished the map. We're in the epilogue area, but we can't travel to it. Mistletoe reverted back. My interpretation, and this is just my interpretation, it doesn't have to be yours. Donna's not in here. We have the other people in the party. We have the journal and we have the system. So this is how we're finishing it. I'd say that we're pretty complete on a lot of this stuff. My interpretation of what happened for the entire thing is right after is that right after, well, you'll understand a little bit more about what happens, but Adol is an adventurer. Adventurers seek adventure. So, what it seems, again, seems, I'm not going to say what happens. It seems to be that after he got all the weapons upgraded, it seems to be that was the end of the threat. Nobody seems to remember anything until getting it here. We still have the castaways. We're still planning on getting off the island. Just like they're saying, Loxy, as Loxy said, preparations to get off the island has already begun. Village felt livelier than before. We are going to be talking to these people, but it seems to be a little different than what you would expect. So before I forget, let's save. No quests are available on the bulletin board. You know what? I'm going to go find Sahat. Is he up here? No. But there seems to be no sign of Donna. Now, what does that mean? I don't want to just say it. There's... Like, we still have MasterCon. We still have the events that happened with Rakota. But it seemed like the last section of the game to find the Lacrimosa didn't seem to happen. And trust me, they didn't just say, oh, he was just dreaming the entire time. Trust me. They're a little more creative on what happened here. Adol, it's unlike you to sleep in. Just for today, I agreed to transport goods without charging a fee. I'll transport anything we need to get off this island. But it's strange. No, it must be some mistake. So everybody who's on the adventure seems to have differing feelings. Listen, Rakota, if you get sick while we're on the ship, tell me right away. I'll give you an herb that'll help with nausea. Okay, how do you get sick on a ship? Right, this would be your first time. There's a lot of swaying. I read a book. When you're seasick, you can't walk straight. Oh, that's right, you already know. It sounds like fun. I can't wait to get seasick. When Sahad drinks and can't walk straight, he sings and dances and has a great time. Being seasick must be like drinking. Ha, nope, not at all. I've always wanted to know what it's like. So we don't get really much from Rakota. We got a little bit from the introspective Hummel. What about Sahad? Oh, we just started loading the cargo, which, by the way, that moment where he goes, the whole world's disappearing. Him saying, well, shit, is one of my favorite moments in this entire game. Hasn't been that long, but it feels like we lived the castaway life forever. Still, I've got some good memories of the 6 of us exploring this crazy island. 6. Huh, did I say 6? I meant 5, not 6. Oh, well, you want to take one last walk around before we shove off? Kind of doubt you'll find much appeal to to an adventurer, but you can soak up the sights. Seems like Sahad and the others don't remember anything at all. I wonder what happened to the Great Tree of Origins. Maybe I'll go to the northern regions. And now we're able to warp over here. Nothing remained. No temple, no Great Tree of Origins. Just untamed wilderness, as if nothing had ever been here to begin with. Beams of sunshine peeked through the treetops, bathing Adol in their light.
Hey!
You're here too, Adol? It's hard to explain. I felt like something was calling out to me, so I left the village and came here. Surprisingly enough, I think that's the reason we're all here. Haha! Yeah, I felt like I had to come here. This is a strange coincidence. I'll say, I didn't expect to find you here too, Adol.
Oh,
What is it?
has this area always looked like this? No, it feels different.
It does feel different. But why?
Not sure. I sort of feel like something big used to be here, though.
Let's explore this area a bit more.
Adel met up with Oxia and the others. I do wanted to mention about that final boss fight, another thing that I absolutely adore about that is how it allows you to use almost everybody in your party at different times of the fight. So many JRPGs don't allow you to do that, and so the characters that you become attached to, you kind of are pigeonholed into one. But before every phase, it allows you to switch out, and I love that fact. So now that we teamed up with people, let's put Rakota in. She was part of the finale team.
This place sure is pretty.
There's nothing here in particular, and yet...
Indeed, it's strange. There's nothing noteworthy about this place, so why does it feel so familiar?
Found Adol! Found red one!
Hey, it's Peril.
Do you feel it too, Peril?
How curious. He's not acting like his usual self.
Adol Kristen, I congratulate you and your friends on your achievement. Thank you for answering my call.
That's a new one. Who's he talking like now?
Huh?
A woman?
What sorcery is this?
What the hell just happened to Peril?
May your lost memories of the forgotten world be yours once again.
Huh?
What the?
What's all this stuff I'm remembering all of a sudden?
How could I have forgotten all this? The time we spent with Donna, our irreplaceable friend.
These memories have no cause to exist, but I have restored them nevertheless.
Restored? Who are you?
I am Maya, the goddess who created the great tree of origins when the earth was newly born.
Goddess?
Maya. That name sounds familiar.
I believe the Warden Hydra mentioned her. Earth Goddess Maya, creator of the great tree, and evolution along with it. But I heard that you vanished during Hydra's era.
What's a goddess doing here?
I was dreaming. I dreamed a never-ending tapestry of evolution throughout the eras. It was very comforting. But I've since awakened from that dream, and now that world has ceased to be.
Huh?
What's that mean?
I dreamed every phenomenon that transpired in this land, including the lives of all species, and even the Lacrimosa itself. Thus, when I awaken, the dream must end.
My word.
So you're saying we're just fragments of your dream?
A
was awakened when the source of evolution, Theos de Endrogram, ceased to be.
Then we destroyed the world? But if that is indeed what happened, what is this world we're in right now?
This is a new world I have reconstructed. Due to your actions, the previous world no longer exists. That Eternian girl who led you. She became aware that the world was a dream of mine. Through the act of awakening me, she stopped the Lacrimosa.
Donna did that?
Hold on.
At the moment when Theos de Endrogram fell, Donna offered herself in exchange. In doing so, she relinquished her existence.
Relinquished her existence? Does that mean she disappeared?
Combining her own essence with the power of the psyches contained within Misteltein. The effect of these two opposing forces caused Donna to sublimate into a higher concept of evolution. Thus, I was able to reconstruct the world from the verge of annihilation.
Donna really planned that far ahead?
No. She acted without any knowledge of the potential consequences of her actions. By her own hand, she performed an act of God. As recompense, her existence was forfeit. In the history of this new world, Donna never existed. She is only a concept now.
So that's why we forgot her.
You mean we can't see Donna anymore?
Damn it all! This ain't right!
Thank you. I understand. If we are destined to part ways, I want to accept that destiny with a smile and be true to myself when I bid you all farewell.
No.
What are you talking about?
Adol Kristen, brave child of man. So you still intend to search for Donna?
Adol!
I did not expect such an unprecedented situation to occur. The dream woven by you and Donna was rather wonderful. I reconstructed this world because I wish to dream of you again. If you intend to search for Donna, then I shall aid you.
A rift in space!
What is that?
I have opened a way to the abyss of origins. If you wish to see Donna again, you must pass through it.
If Donna's really there, then you gotta take me with you, Adol!
Of course I shall accompany you too.
I haven't done my morning exercises yet. This might be a good substitute. I'll come along then.
You heard the goddess, Adol. Let's go see Donna again. this is the Abyss of Origins?
It's dark and full of ancient plants.
I see light back there!
Should we head toward it?
Yes, so we can see Donna again. Let's go!
That's going to do it for this episode. There's a little bit after the final boss, which I do intend to do. You had a lot of information dropped on you, and I'll do a little more explaining on that in the beginning of the next episode because we're going to be finishing off this epilogue then. All right, talk to you guys then.